My wife suddenly became an innocent 18-year-old again. She looked shy and bashful, exactly like she had 10 years ago. So I decided to date her all over again. It all started 3 days ago. That night, I worked late and didn't get home until 1 in the morning. She was curled up against the far side of the bed, wrapped in the blankets like a burrito. Only a tiny tuft of hair showed. I froze. Something was wrong. My wife, Nian, and I had been married for 3 years. I knew exactly what she was like in bed. She was a total bed hog. She could take up the whole 8-foot bed by herself. But that night, she was huddled in the corner, like a frightened cat. You're home. You must be exhausted after working late. Go to bed early. Nian, are you feeling sick? No, I'm fine. Go to sleep. Could she be seeing someone else? But then I thought about it. No, that didn't make sense. I knew Nian too well. If she really had someone else, her temper would have made her confront me long ago. She wouldn't bother putting on a drama for me. Another thing was off. My wife was usually a decent cook. At the very least, she could fry an egg. It shouldn't have ended up like this. Nian. Why you're awake? I'm making breakfast. Go wash up first. Honey, what is wrong with you today? Nothing. Then why are you trembling? She sighed in relief. I'm not trembling. You saw wrong. It wasn't an affair. Someone cheating wouldn't react like this. Her reaction looked more like shyness. But that made no sense. We were an old married couple. What was there to be shy about? Just last week, this woman had stood in front of me, in nothing but her underwear, wandering around the living room. She'd never shown a hint of modesty. The eggs burned. I'm sorry, I'll. Make another one. When had Nian ever apologized to me? And now this woman was apologizing to me just because she burned an egg. How should I put it? It was like a phone. The case hadn't changed, but the operating system inside had been replaced. It used to be like an iPhone, bold, smooth, and sure of what it wanted. Now it had become some cheap knockoff system, careful at every turn, and constantly glitching. Nian, what do you want for lunch? I'll order delivery. Whatever. You decide. Whenever I used to ask what she wanted for lunch, she'd give me a whole list, right down to the item numbers, with notes saying no onions and no cilantro. Extra spicy. If I changed even one word, she'd chew me out. And now she was telling me, whatever. It was like my wife had become someone else. That wasn't a metaphor. I meant it literally. What are you doing? You kissed me. Why didn't you warn me first? Nian, do I need to file a report before kissing my own wife? That's not what I meant. I just wasn't ready. Ready for what? Ray. Mentally ready. Come on. We'll be late for work. Something was definitely very wrong with my wife. On the way to work, I went over every strange thing that had happened these past few days. First, she was afraid of me touching her. She used to cling to me like a koala. Now she jerked away like she'd been shocked. Second, she blushed at the slightest thing. She used to have no filter around me. She'd say absolutely anything. Now, whenever I got near her, her face turned red all the way to her neck. Third, her cooking had gone off the rails. She used to make an entire table full of food. Now she couldn't even fry an egg. Fourth, she was suddenly polite. Sorry, whatever. Those words had never existed in her dictionary. Fifth, she wouldn't look at me. Her eyes wandered whenever she spoke. All right, let's move to the next page. Regarding this quarter's performance targets. Chen Mo. I think that proposal works. What are you thinking about? What is it? Did your wife start something again? No. Then why do you look so constipated? My wife has changed. Changed how? Did she change her mind about you? No. She got younger. What do you mean, younger? Can you be serious for once? My head started buzzing. Wait. This WeChat account, it belonged to Nian, but this typing style was completely wrong. It was like a barely familiar person politely searching for something to talk about. Braised pork over rice. What about you? Nian, instant noodles. Nian, I'm not very good at cooking. My wife said she wasn't very good at cooking. My wife had thanked me. Nian, I bought you bubble tea. Thanks. There was that thanks again. What are you looking at? Nothing, just scrolling through Weibo. Lie after lie. But I didn't call her out. So sweet. What do you want to watch tonight? You choose. You choose again? The old Nian. The television remote was her weapon. She watched variety shows. I watched sports. She won every time. Not because she argued better than me. She simply sat on the remote. Then she would raise an eyebrow at me. When we used to watch sports, she would constantly heckle the players beside me. But today, she just sat there quietly. Her bubble tea cup was already empty. She held the empty cup in both hands. Her fingertips kept turning the lid. It felt like going back to high school 10 years ago. Nian had been like this back then too. She would sneak glances at me in class. And when I caught her, she'd quickly turn away. But that had been 10 years ago. Nian, are you hiding something from me? No. What would I be hiding from you? Really? Then why are you suddenly asking? Because you've been acting strange lately. How have I been acting strange? I'm perfectly normal. You used to wear camisoles in front of me without batting an eye. Now you wear a nightgown and button it all the way to the top. I'm just covering up more. What? It's autumn. I'm cold. The thermostat is set to 79 degrees. I'm still cold. Don't look at me like that. Like what? With that look in your eyes. Am I not allowed to look at my own wife? You are, but Nian said. She was sneaking glances at me. Carefully, like a thief. That night, she slept against the far side of the bed. A huge no-man's land lay between us. In the middle of the night, I turned and accidentally brushed her hand. She jerked as if she'd been burned, then pretended to turn over. I could hear her breathing grow faster. Thanks. Honey. For the past 3 days, she hadn't initiated any physical contact with me. She used to cling to me like a koala. Now, between us, she always kept at least half a meter away. I was becoming more and more certain that this woman had a completely different soul, but I had no proof. My wife worked in social media. She could type 120 Chinese characters a minute. Now she pecked at the keyboard with one index finger. This was the QQ account she used in high school. She even remembered the password. I woke up to discover that 10 years had passed. The boy with the worst grades in my high school class had even become my husband. I hadn't even dated anyone. What do I do? Answers urgently needed. I reread it, one character at a time. I woke up to discover that 10 years had passed. The boy with the worst grades in my high school class had become my husband. I hadn't even dated anyone. He's going to sleep with me again. Should I call the police? Call the police because I slept with my own wife. She wanted to call the police. His face really was handsome, but that wasn't the issue. I had just celebrated my 18th birthday yesterday. Then I woke up, and I was 28, and I was married to, you know who? The very bottom of the entire class. He had somehow even gotten into college. There were two possibilities. First, Nian was doing some kind of performance art. Second, my wife's soul had really gone back to when she was 18. If it was the first possibility, what would she gain by chasing views? This QQ account had fewer than 200 friends in total. If it was the second possibility, then everything made sense. Every strange thing could be explained. Thanks. What should I do? Ask her directly. Tell her, I saw it all. No. If I confronted her outright, and her soul really had returned to when she was 18, then suddenly telling her I knew would scare her half to death. Besides, a terribly improper thought suddenly occurred to me. I was 28, and her soul was 18, but her body was 28. Wouldn't that mean I was with a girl who had only just become an adult? I couldn't think that way. That would be so perverted. I made a decision. I wouldn't expose her. I'd pretend I knew nothing. I'd take it slow and win her over bit by bit. I'd fall in love with her all over again. Nian, you're awake. It's the weekend. Want to go out? Where? To the movies. I think there's a new horror film out. Didn't you used to love horror films? How do you know I like horror films? You told me before. We'll leave at 10. First, we'll get brunch. Then we'll catch the afternoon showing. Where's something nice? I'll take you to a great restaurant. Where's something nice? Those four words had no effect between a long-married couple, but to a girl with an 18-year-old soul. They were a date invitation. A date invitation from her secret crush. Nian, you don't need to take so long to change. You look good in anything. Could you stop saying things like that out of nowhere? Beneath her irritation was clearly the embarrassment of being complimented and not knowing how to respond. 28-year-old Nian preferred black and other dark colors, but today, she looked so innocent, like a freshman on her first day of college. Yet with her 28-year-old face and figure, she also carried an unmistakable maturity. Innocence and maturity came together. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. She changed back because she was too embarrassed. Damn, she was sexy. Could you stop walking so close to me? What's wrong with walking close to my own wife? Why you walk over there, on the street side? The man walks on the outside, to protect the woman. Switch sides with me. Have you always been like this? I mean, walking on the outside. Have you done it ever since we started dating? What do you want to eat? This? Everything on this menu is so expensive. I nearly laughed out loud. 20-8-year-old Nian never hesitated to spend my money. Last month, she bought a bag that cost over 3,000 yuan without even blinking. But 18-year-old Nian was still a high school student with no income. A 168 yuan set meal probably looked like a week's worth of pocket money to her. Don't worry about the price. Order whatever you want. Why be so polite when you're out eating with your husband? Then I'll order this. We can order more if it's not enough. This is plenty. "28-year-old Nian ate Japanese food with effortless grace, as if she'd done it 100 times. 18-year-old Nian found Japanese food exciting and delightful. Like she'd just discovered something delicious for the first time. Is it good? Why aren't you eating? Watching you eat is pretty entertaining. What are you staring at? What's so strange about watching my wife eat? Could you stop saying the word wife all the time? Then what should I call you? Classmate Sue. In her memory, I called her Sue Nian or classmate. I had never called her anything else. But now I called her my wife. The word hit her far too hard. What did you call me back in school? Your name. I used your full name. Sue Nian. Did you have a crush on anyone at school? That's a secret. She sounded jealous. Her 18-year-old secret crush had just said he'd like someone in high school, but refused to say who it was. HMPH, fine, don't tell me. Why are you suddenly upset? I'm not upset. You're about to stab a hole through the plate with those chopsticks. I'm full. You're full after only 3 slices of salmon? The old Sue Nian could finish an entire sashimi platter by herself, along with a bowl of udon and a plate of tempura. I have a small stomach. That person was you. What? You were the person I liked in high school. Why are you crying? I'm not crying. Then why are your eyes red? The salmon was spicy. Salmon can make you cry from spiciness? Me too. It's not like I was trying to do anything. I really wasn't. I just wanted to see whether 18-year-old Sue Nian, when watching a horror film, was still the same tough girl who could crack sunflower seeds without changing expression. If you're scared. The 20-8-year-old Sue Nian, who had seen countless horror movies, and the 18-year-old Sue Nian, who had only just discovered horror films, were two completely different things. I'm not scared. I'm done. I don't want to watch anymore. Don't be afraid. I'll block the screen for you. At that moment, I felt the thrill of being a thief. She was clearly my wife. Everything between us was perfectly legal, yet it still felt like I was stealing something. Stealing the heartbeat of an 18-year-old girl. I knew I shouldn't have watched it. You used to love horror films. Used to. What do you mean, used to? I mean, my tastes were different back then. That was close. Want a drink? Sure. What would you like? You choose for me. You're not choosing for yourself. I don't know what's popular these days. Hello. 1 peach oolong, please. She let it slip. The word popular gave her away. If she were a normal 28-year-old, how could she not know what was popular now? This milk tea is so good. When 28-year-old Sue Nian tasted something good, she'd only hum, then say it was all right. 18-year-old Nian's eyes would light up. She'd cry, "This is so good," then keep taking sip after sip. Don't come in yet. Why would I go into the bathroom? We used to shower together. More accurately, he used to drag me in with him. Now he was clearly setting boundaries over who got to use the bathroom. Fine, you shower first. I was just letting you know beforehand. This was just too entertaining. She'd recorded her feelings about our date on NGÓN. Every word revealed an 18-year-old girl's nerves and fluttering heart around her secret crush. She couldn't sleep that night because my hand had rested on her waist. I had only held her as I always did, out of habit. Nothing had changed for me, but for her. It was the first time in her life a man had held her by the waist. Her heart must have nearly leaped out of her chest. It was a thrill I'd never felt before. Like finding a secret crush diary written by the other person, with every page about you. She didn't know I was reading it. On Herc's own, she had recorded every flutter of her heart about me, with the clumsiness and sincerity unique to an 18-year-old girl. Go take your shower. Nian, I'll teach you to cook tomorrow. Why all of a sudden? Hasn't your cooking gotten worse lately? I'll help you get back into practice. Okay. She's unbearably cute. Today, I'll teach you a simple dish, scrambled eggs with tomatoes. Okay. First, crack the eggs. It's okay. Pick out the shell pieces with your chopsticks. Forget it. Pour it out and start over. Am I really stupid? You're not stupid. Everyone's like this the first time they cook. I mean, the first time you make this dish. Gentler, yes. That's the right pressure. Then what? Whisk them, then add some salt. How much? That's enough. Hold it tighter. That's it. Cut slowly. Good. I can do it myself. You don't need to. What is it? What's wrong with that? You're too close like that. Isn't that how you teach someone to cook? You can just tell me what to do. You tell me, and I'll cut. All right, you cut. A little to the left. Yes, there. Are you okay? It's delicious. You're lying. It really is. Try it if you don't believe me. It's so salty. Maybe just a little too salty. Just use less salt next time. You knew it was salty, but you still said it was delicious. Anything my wife makes is delicious. My heart felt scalded. Do you have any idea how adorable you are? This male lead is so handsome. Him. What? You don't think he's handsome? He's average. Who do you think is handsome? Me. You're so full of yourself. Why else would you have married me? If not because you thought I was handsome. This time, she didn't scoot all the way to the edge. Sociologists call this a softening of territorial instincts. I call it a real chance. Good night. Our first time holding hands. No, not our first. We'd held hands countless times. But for her, It was the first time. This felt better than any dating show. Because I was living it. Her questions were so ordinary and simple, yet they carried such careful hesitation, as if she were testing the waters. Were you busy at work today? The weather is so nice today. Want to go for a walk? What kind of noodles do you like? Spicy or not spicy? She was browsing my old WeChat moments to learn what I like. It was ridiculously cute. So cute I wanted to ruffle her hair. I looked through your old social media post. It seems you really like spicy food. Delicious. You say that every time. Because every time, it is delicious. Could you be a little more objective? Objectively speaking, the tofu fell apart, so it doesn't look great. But it tastes good. The spice level is just right. A 7, only a 7, out of 10. 7 is already a high score. That meant she was starting to accept it. She still didn't know how to respond, but she was no longer resisting it. Come home early today, okay? I'm no saint, but I need to restrain myself for now. You're home. You said you'd be home early. I'm going to take a shower first. Wait. I saw it while passing a jewelry store. I thought it would look good on you. It's for me. Who else would it be for? But it's not a special occasion. Do I need a holiday to give you something? Thank you. Does it look good? For a moment, I had a thought. If I could, I'd let her keep her 18-year-old soul for the rest of her life. Of course, it was wrong to think that. But her smile was so pure. You finally answered. What's wrong? What happened? The house. The power went out. Then the water heater suddenly started making this loud noise. It scared me to death. All the lights went dark, too. Don't panic. A breaker just tripped. The breaker box is by the shoe cabinet near the door. Open it. I found it, but I don't know which switch to press. Count from the left. Push the third one up. Which left? My left? Or the left I'm facing it? I pushed it. The lights are on now. But the water heater is still making noise. That's the sound of the water heater automatically heating. It's normal. Don't be scared. Really. I thought something terrible had happened. Why didn't you answer your phone? I called so many times. I was in a meeting, and my phone was on silent. Message me on WeChat next time. I'll see the notification. Thank you. She was only 18. She'd suddenly found herself in a completely unfamiliar home. She recognized nothing. She didn't know how to use anything. The phone model was unfamiliar. She didn't understand the appliances. She didn't even know the way outside. Trip breakers, water heaters, washing machines, microwaves, things we take for granted, were, to 18-year-old her, all unknown. Yet she gritted her teeth and bore it alone for 9 days. She never said a word to me until today, when she finally couldn't take it anymore. What is it? You don't have a meeting today, right? No meeting. What's wrong? Nothing. I was just asking. Okay. Why are you back? Weren't you still at work? You silly girl. Next time you're scared, call me right away. You don't have to tough it out alone. I wasn't toughing it out. 14 missed calls. That means you were terrified. I'm just not used to being home alone. I'll try to come home earlier from now on. You don't have to. I'm not a child. You're only 18. You shouldn't be left home alone. Who were you closest to in high school? Liu Yang, you know, the chubby guy, the one who kept getting caught eating in class. Liu Yang really was quite heavy in high school. He's lost weight now, but in her memories, he was still that chubby guy. He isn't fat anymore. He's much thinner. He lost dozens of pounds after graduation. What does he do now? He started a company. E-commerce. What's e-commerce? For an 18-year-old in 2014, her idea of e-commerce probably still stopped at Taobao. She didn't really understand live stream shopping and the like. It just means selling things online. What about you? What do you do now? Architectural design. You studied architecture. I majored in architecture at university. Yeah. But your high school grades. Once, I happened to overhear her telling her best friend that she liked boys who did well in school. That's all the motivation a man needs. Simple as that. Of course, I didn't say that out loud. Why did you suddenly get serious that year? I suddenly figured things out in my senior year. You went from near the bottom to what rank? My rank. Probably the top 10 in my class. Liar. Believe it or don't. You scored 19 in math during your sophomore year. That was because I chose C for every multiple choice question. So, how did you do it? Take a guess. It wasn't because of some girl, was it? Like in those cheesy romance dramas, I'll become better for you. What do you think? If you actually said something like that, I find you unbearably cheesy. Then I won't say it. You already said it. I didn't. I asked whether you thought so. Then, was it actually because of you? I started studying hard in my senior year because I heard you tell your best friend that you liked boys who did well in school. This is pretty good. I didn't use too much salt this time. Don't change the subject. I'm not changing the subject. I'm complimenting your improved cooking. What you just said was the truth. Every word of it was true. Chen Mo, could you stop suddenly saying things like that? What's wrong? My heart can't take it. You peeked at my phone. You held it right in front of me. How could I not see it? HMPH, you should have closed your eyes. My eyelids aren't thick enough to block it out. I didn't see anything just now. You clearly did. Saw what? You saw that post about our anniversary. The roses from a street stall. You even said they were a 10 out of 10 for sincerity. By looking through her old QQ post, she was learning about her 28-year-old self and about that self's married life with me. Judging by the tone of that post, her 28-year-old self had loved me. Then in the future. What about the future? Just say it. Will you still give me flowers in the future? If you want them, I'll give you flowers every day. Who said I wanted them? I was just asking. Alright, just asking. Then I'll just casually send you flowers. Give them to me if you want. Then I'll give you some tomorrow. You don't have to rush. The day after tomorrow. Enough, Chen Mo. Chen Mo, there's something I want to tell you. She was going to confess. Never mind. It's nothing. Good night. He wanted to tell me that he had the soul of an 18-year-old, but he couldn't bring himself to say it. He was afraid. He was afraid I'd think he was crazy. Even more afraid that saying it would shatter this delicate balance. He had slowly led me from resistance to acceptance, then from acceptance to relying on him. If he confessed now, everything would return to zero. He didn't dare risk it, and neither did I. Nian, what's going on with you? You haven't posted anything for 2 weeks. You don't answer messages or pick up calls. I thought something had happened to you. It's not like something happens to me every day. I came specifically to check on you today. Zhao Min is here. Hi, Mr. Chen. Long time no see. What's been going on with your wife? She seems to have vanished. She hasn't been feeling well lately. She caught a cold and is resting at home. She caught a cold. You look perfectly fine. I'm almost better. Alright, but Nian, you've gone too far. I sent you more than a dozen messages, and you didn't answer a single one. Sorry. My phone's been having problems lately. What kind of problems? There were some bugs after the system update. It's fixed now, right? Nian. Yeah, it's fixed. Are you coming to the dinner Xiaoya arranged for next week? It's at the hot pot restaurant we went to before. You remember it, right? I won't be eating out for now. Her throat hasn't fully recovered yet. That was terrifying. You don't know Jiaomin? I do, of course. I just haven't been feeling well lately. My mind's been a little blank. I know. Are you hungry? Should we eat out or cook at home? Let's cook at home. She wore it every day. She hadn't taken it off once since the day I gave it to her. Are you hungry? I'm all right. Are you thirsty? I made you some hot chocolate. It's good. Do you need anything else? Come to bed when you're done working. Go to sleep. Don't stay up till late, okay? What are you doing? Taking pictures. Let me see when you're done. No. Why not? They're too ugly. This one looks good. What's good about it? My nose looks too big. Your nose is very small. Look, the lighting is wrong here. HMPH. It's pretty good. That's enough. Chen Mo, you have terrible taste. I'll take one for you. What? Come on, stand by the window. The lighting is better there. Don't move. Give me a smile. How do you normally smile? I don't know. Who thinks about how to smile while they're smiling? Then think of something happy. Like what? Think about the first time you tried that peach oolong tea. There, look. That's me. Who else would it be? Why does it look so much better than the ones I took myself? Because I took it, obviously. You're so shameless. I'm looking for clothes. Why aren't you dressed? Couldn't you grab your clothes before coming out? This is our bedroom. But put some clothes on. I'm dressed. Could you be a little more careful next time? Careful about what? About how you dress. I'm in my own home. Do I need anyone's permission to wear clothes or not? What? To glances weren't enough. Should I take them off and give you another look? Ha ha ha. How do I describe this feeling? It's like cheating on my wife behind her back, except the person I'm cheating with is my wife herself. And my wife is an 18-year-old girl, curious and shy about everything. That mix of taboo thrill and sweetness was addictive. I'm going to sleep. All right. Chen Mo, your figure. It's all right. Did you kiss me today? I kissed your forehead when I left this morning. I know. Then why did you ask? What about now? She was asking for a kiss. 18-year-old Su Nian was asking whether I was going to kiss her today. What do you mean now? You haven't kissed me today. I mean that kind. What kind? The kind on the lips. No, that's not what I meant. Like this, Nian, if you want one in the future, just say so. You don't have to beat around the bush. Who was beating around the bush? I just thought you hadn't finished something you were supposed to do today. The usual thing you do every day. So you were checking my daily routine for me. Then the check is complete. Yes, I finished checking it for you. Are you sure it doesn't need checking again? No, it doesn't. I kissed him this afternoon. Damn, my heart nearly leaped out of my throat. Is it normal that, after my first kiss at 18, I can't sleep at all tonight? Is this normal? HMM. Ha ha ha. Hey, why didn't you knock? This is the living room. You weren't in the kitchen. I finished pouring my water. Don't look. Turn around. That excuse is pretty weak. His closet had at least 100 outfits, but I didn't call him out. Why are you wearing my shirt? All my clothes are in the wash. I had nothing to wear. Then I happened to see your shirt on the sofa. Alright, you can turn around now. I really only wore it because all my clothes were in the wash. I believe you. That expression clearly says you don't. This is what my believing you expression looks like. Chen Mo, did you know one corner of your mouth tilts when you smile? That's not belief. That's mockery. This is a gentle smile. Gentle, my foot. Stay calm. Her soul is 18. Don't rush. But who could resist? In the photos, he and I look so happy. Sunlight, a beach, and a white veil trailing across the sand. He held me from behind, his face pressed against my back. Now she sat on the sofa, looking at this happiness she had never experienced. Tears silently streamed down her face. Nian, what's wrong? Chen Mo, were you happy when you married her? Very happy. Was she good to you? She could be a little fierce sometimes, but she was wonderful. Did she ever do anything that made you unhappy? What if she wasn't the same person she used to be? What if she became someone you didn't know? Could you accept that? As long as she's still Su Nian, that's enough. No matter what she becomes, whether she's 18 or 80, she's still my wife. What if she wasn't 28 anymore? What if she actually, no matter how old you are, you're still you? Why do you? Why are you so good to me? You're my wife. But I'm actually. Whatever you are. You're my wife. That alone is enough. Chen Mo, could you hold me a little tighter? I don't think I want to let go. Then don't. Don't you find me disgusting? I've gotten snot all over your clothes. It's not the first day you've gotten snot on me. Sounds like the old me was pretty careless. Very careless. Even more than you are now. You're much cuter now than you were before. My daily check this morning. This was the first time she had kissed me on her own. From being kissed to kissing me herself. The frog's boiled, huh? Not boiled. The frog jumped into the pot itself. Is the sofa not big enough? It's a 10.5-foot L-shaped sofa, with room for 10 people. Be gentler. My leg's gone numb. Do you think I'm heavy? No. You're very light. Then what did you mean by your leg going numb? Forget I said anything. What are you looking at? Have you looked enough? Not yet. What about now? I can't see anything. Then don't look. This is part of the daily check. What are you doing? How is that fair? You kissed me and ran away. That's not fair. it's my turn. Daily check complete. The strawberry flavor is very sweet. What is it? Your mom is calling. My mother is very strong-willed. She got along well with 28-year-old Nian, but 18-year-old Nian couldn't handle my mother at all. She said that next week, she wanted to come to our house for dinner. She also asked how work was going and how the project was coming along. I had no idea what she was talking about. All I could do was mumble vague replies. She must have realized something was wrong. She said I sounded hesitant. It's fine. I'll handle it. I'll call her and ask her to postpone it. Won't she get suspicious? No. Just say we've been busy lately. That was the closest he had come to confessing. I didn't press him. Don't panic. I'm here. I'm really scared. I'm afraid they'll find out. Find out what? That I'm not the Nianian he knows. You are Nianian. No matter who comes, you're still Nianian. Leave everything else to me. We can't come next weekend. There's a project at work we need to finish. Overtime again and again. What about Nianian? How has she been lately? I called her during the day. She's caught a cold and her throat hurts. Then take good care of her. A question suddenly occurred to me. What if the 18-year-old soul stayed in this body forever? If she couldn't go back, I might actually feel relieved because she needed me. Being someone else's whole world felt a little screwed up. But it also made me happy. 3 dishes and a soup. What's the occasion? It's the 27th day since I met you, so we should celebrate. Classmate Nianian, on the 27th day since I met you, I have to say your cooking has made a remarkable breakthrough. I'm furious. Haha. Alright. I'm done teasing you. Every day I've known you has made me happy. Save the sweet talk. Try these ribs. If I say it's good, I mean it. Oh. It's salty, yet you said it was good, because you made it. Then you eat some too. Have another piece. You're going to salt me to death. Even if it's salty, I'll eat it. Chen. What do you and her usually do at night? Sleep, just sleep. Forget it. She's asking about sex. She doesn't know whether the oldest did that at night. She's curious, but too embarrassed to ask directly. Is this how they do it in the movies? This is already the subtle version. What's the unsubtle version? How old are you? Watching stuff like that. What do you mean? Your identity card says you're 28. You're old enough to watch it. I only asked one question, and you're already being sarcastic. Then give me an objective answer. Did you and the old me ever? Yes, isn't that what you wanted to know? She said she wanted to live in the moment. That meant she was ready. Chen, will you kiss me? That's enough for tonight. I'm ready. Ready for what? A new camisole. I know I'm 28. We're adults, and we're legally married. It's not that I don't want to. I'm afraid you'll regret it. I won't regret it today or tomorrow. If we're going to do this, there's one condition. We start from the beginning. Hand-holding, then hugging, then kissing. One step at a time. All right, from the beginning. Chen, you're so gentle. Chen, I think I like you. I think no. I really do like you. Either version works for me. What are you doing? I've been watching you sleep for 40 minutes. When you sleep, your mouth falls slightly open, and you grind your teeth sometimes. Before, you'd run the moment I touched you. Now you lie on top of me and watch me for 40 minutes. Now I only want to cling to you. Kiss me. Oh no. Nianian with an 18-year-old soul, once she falls for someone, is even more terrifying than her 28-year-old self. When she likes someone, she likes them. When she wants to cling, she clings. When she wants a kiss, she takes one. She can't hold herself back. One kiss is never enough. You knew I couldn't resist, didn't you? From that day on, every morning's first 10 minutes were commandeered as kissing time. I used to be the one doing the chasing. Now I'm the one who's been caught. I'm working on a proposal. You do your work. I'll just sit here. You're sitting on my arm. How am I supposed to work? What proposal? I can't work at all. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? On purpose so I can't finish my proposal. I just wanted to find a comfortable chair. Aren't there 10 cushions on the sofa? None of them is as comfortable as you. Fine. His proposal was submitted 2 hours late. I'll make something delicious for you tonight. What are you making? I'm not telling you. It's a surprise. Then I'll come home early. Go, or be late. Did you find money on the ground? Then why are you so happy? You've been grinning like an idiot all morning. Your wife isn't causing trouble anymore. No. Then what did you mean before? You said she'd gotten younger. Is she back to normal now? She returned to normal, so she's not younger anymore. She's even younger now. What are you talking about? Don't come over. It's not ready yet. The pan's completely burnt. No, that's salt. Did you burn yourself? I added too much sugar. It stuck to the pan. I wanted to surprise you. I followed the tutorial exactly. I measured everything correctly. How did the heat get to high? I'll watch over you next time. No, don't watch me. I want to do it myself. All right. I'll be in charge of putting out the fires. Ha ha ha. Let's order takeout. Don't eat so much spicy food. I can handle spicy food. What's so embarrassing about burping? You never covered your mouth when you burped before. You even burped in front of my mother once. Shut up. You're just being stubborn. 18-year-old Nian hadn't built up her tolerance for spicy food yet. Could we tonight? I haven't even finished. I know what you're going to say. Then you agree. When have I ever refused you? Wait. I'm going to take a shower. I want to shower too. Then you go first. Why can't we shower together? Good grief, 38 days ago. She wanted to call the police. Now she's the one asking to shower together. At this rate of growth, I can't even produce an architectural rendering as fast as he changes. Are you sure? I'm sure. Don't scream when the time comes. Who would scream? Who did you have lunch with today? Co-workers. Male co-workers and female co-workers. Were the female co-workers pretty? Just average. So, you did look at them. From now on, you can't have lunch with female co-workers. You're being far too controlling. Am I not allowed to? I told you. You're my wife. His possessiveness was showing. After the 18-year-old soul had lived in this body for over a month, it began to develop a sharpness of its own. Interesting. I work in social media operations. I read the post I wrote. They're quite good. You've always been a good writer. Back in high school, your teacher praised your essays by name several times. One of them, called A River in Summer, was put on display in the hallway. I saw the summer of my 16th year. The water was so shallow, you could see the patterns on the stones. I stood on the bridge and looked down. What I saw wasn't really the river. It was my own shadow. You even remember that? I secretly took a picture of that essay with that awful 5-megapixel phone. The photo is still on my QQ space. Why did you take it? Because you wrote it. The handwriting of your 16-year-old self. Every single stroke, neat and precise. Even your signature was tiny and cramped. And there was a portrait of you in a white shirt. You're such a creep. There was a picture of you running at the sports meet and one of your sleeping profile as you lay on a rock. I liked you in a completely creepy way. It's beautiful. The city lights at night. When we get the chance, I'll take you somewhere even more beautiful. The Bund in Shanghai and Victoria Harbor in Hong Kong. You've been to both places with the old me, but I want to go again with the current you. Nian. There's something I want to tell you. What is it? Your QQ space. You saw my high school QQ account. When? I saw it from your very first post. You knew from the beginning. You knew I was 18. You knew I wasn't the 28-year-old Nian. You were 18. You knew all along, but pretended you didn't. Why didn't you tell me sooner? Because if I had told you, you would have been scared. Your post asked whether you should call the police. If I had told you outright that I knew, wouldn't you have called the police immediately? You saw the post about calling the police. I did. And there was more. What else did you see? His chest and ABS. I couldn't help seeing them. I'm going to kill you. Chen Mo. There was one last post. He was worth it, Chen Mo. The kind of worth risking everything for. You saw everything, from beginning to end. Starting from the day you woke up and found me beside you. I saw it all. So, you slowly lured me in. It was all part of my plan, starting with watching movies with you, then teaching you to cook, and giving you a hair clip, one step at a time, until you slowly accepted me. At first, you thought I was simply treating my wife well, but really, I was courting an 18-year-old girl. A girl who had just woken up to discover she'd married the bottom-ranked student in her high school class and was absolutely terrified. How can you be so devious? You made me fall for you on my own from beginning to end, and you did fall for me. You're awful. Chen Mo, you deserve every hit. You read every post on my QQ space, including all the humiliating ones, including the one about calling the police. Shut up. Why did you do this? Because I wanted to court you again. Chen Mo, I like you so much. Then tonight, shall we shower and head to the